Hey everyone, welcome to a 5-minute Friday project with Ronda. We are going to be making a really cool box that doesn't require any cutting. It's just some scoring and folding and gluing. Let me give you an example of what it will look like when it's done. So it kind of like a little purse too. This one holds some gift card holders. We made this at our leadership event. And then also here's one I did for Christmas. And then it holds Christmas cards, and you can also hold the envelopes as well. So let me show you really quick on how to put that together. The decorating obviously would probably take more than 5 minutes, but I'm just gonna show you how to create this project. So I'm gonna point you down and we're gonna jump in and get started. Hopefully you have already subscribed to my channel so you can watch all of my videos. I put my Facebook Lives on there, and I'll do some 5-minute Fridays as well. So first thing you have to do is cut off a 1/2 inch. So you want an 11 by 8 piece of paper. And we're going to do our scoring. The first measurement on the long side is 3/4, and I'll put these measurements in the description. I flip it over and make sure your arm is out too. Then next we are going to do 4.5 and 6.5 and 10.25. And then going down the other direction, you're going to do 1.5 and 6.5. All right, so now we just gotta do I would highly recommend, the first thing you do is fold along all of your score marks. And I like to use my bone folder. The top ones you can score or you can fold, or you don't have to. I'll show you. The next part's the only tricky part, and what you have to do is just do a little bit of measuring. So you can use a ruler, but you wanna measure at 3 inches. Hope you can see here, at 3 inches, I'm just gonna put a little bit of a mark. So I'm just gonna put a little mark at the 3 inches and then a mark at the 8 inches. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So you put a mark at the 3 inches and the 8 inches. So now we have to put some diagonal lines in. What you wanna do is go from where these score lines meet, and you're gonna go out to the score mark, or out to your little mark. And you're gonna do that on both of these. So you just go from that to the part that is out. And then do the same thing. And you do wanna make sure you do these pretty good, because otherwise your box won't lay perfectly flat. And then same thing on the other side. Just go out to that mark you did there. So once you've done that, now we are ready to assemble. I also wanna make sure you do, this is a thick, you wanna make sure you can fold along those, get a good nice crease there. So on the one side, I'll do that first. I don't wanna mess with adhesive yet until I know that I can fold these really, really good. And that sometimes that takes, again, getting your bone folder in there, but making sure you've got a nice little crease along that line that you put in there with your bone folder. And you just make sure that you got a really nice little crease there. And last one. So it just basically just pinches, it pinches up. So the flaps are all going to get glued down. So that's my next step, is I'm going to glue down all of these flaps. So I'm not putting any glue on the diagonal yet, but just the flaps. And I'll do that with all 4 of them. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus, so it has a nice, great stick. There you go. So just fold all of those down. See? How easy is this, right? And then the next step is this just lifts up. Look at that. Now you can not glue these if you don't want to. If you want to leave more of a give, or you can glue them. So if you want to glue them, then just go ahead and obviously put glue on those diagonals. And then you can glue them down and it will stay up there nice and straight. So there's benefits to both having them glued and not. So I am gonna glue it down just to show you, because the ones that I did in the examples are glued down. So once you have that, then, I need a little bit more adhesive here. Let's do a bit more adhesive there. Make sure I got my diagonals good and glued. Now you just lift those up and glue the diagonals down. And you can make sure like you got a good, nice crease there. You can even take your bone folder inside and make sure you got a good, nice crease on that inside diagonal. So there's that side. And then same thing here, lift it up. So the glue is already on there. You wanna make sure you glue before you try to put it all together. So there you go. That was less than 5 minutes, people. I did super good. Let's decorate it really quick. If you watched my summer stamp camp, you know that I have been in love with the Plentiful Plants bundle. So I just made a really quick little front for this little package. And then I'm going to glue that down to the front of my little bag. It's a bag, a box. Look at that, perfect. And then I can take a little hole puncher and I could punch holes here. And so this might be going over 5 minutes, but I made, for the record, I definitely made, and you would probably want to measure those too, but I made that within the 5 minutes. So next thing you have to do, you could just take, a whole bunch of cards and put them in here, and they fit perfectly along with the envelopes. You can put your little handle on there with some ribbon or whatever you want to use for that to hold it together, and voila, we are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed that little packaging idea, quick and simple, and it's a great way for you to give, a gift for gift cards, and so forth. Make sure you check out my website, rondaway.com. Everything I offer is on there, and then also make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll know whenever I do any more videos. Have an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by.